What's going on, my people? It's the Grown Man's Game. We're back with this gaming, and I wanted to do something cool for you. So as we know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is coming out in 2019. So what I want to do, I want to do a couple of videos for you. So this video is gonna be more about the customization, the features, in terms of create a class. And then on the next video, because I don't want to keep them too long, on the next video we're gonna have maps, modes, that we know as so far. So if you do find this video informative, smash that like button, and yes, enjoy. So let's get into it. So if you haven't seen the trailer already, I'll just play it for you here now.
Going dark.
Contact 3 o'clock!
Move! Move!
Taking fire! Recon out! Contact!
Target locked. Rifle 1-1 on approach. Multiple targets sighted. Raining fire.
Disengage! Enemy up!
Pre-order and get early access to the open beta.
So customization, we got the two factions. We have the coalition here, and then we got the alliance. So you go through, and if you see here, we got the different operators. We got some that are locked, some that are locked. So we got different operators. Like the SAS, Demon Dogs, Warcom. So I would wonder if it's just all cosmetic, like look wise, or they each have their own, I guess, operator like class mods, which who knows, we may see, we may not see, which could be very interesting. The SAS they have one extra, I don't know, like an extra perk that you can only have with the SAS or the Warcom or the Demon Dogs. Um,
Yeah, so my two favorites, Zane.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, look, he's got a tactical poncho.
Is
So then we have here on the Alliance side or Allegiance. Apparently that's a tactical poncho. They said that's a tactical poncho. Um, whatever that. So you got the different, classes there or operators. So going into create a class, we got the standard, the loadouts, kill streaks, and foot upgrade, which is new. I think it's like new to the front to this, I guess, time frame. Because I think before we just had kill streaks and whatnot. Um, but field upgrades, I'll go for it really quick here because I don't really talk about it in the section. But field upgrades is a way for you to, once the meter is full, you can have it's something that you can deploy on the field that can give you not an edge, but something that can aid you in battle. Like a personal recon drone you can fly around and spot enemies with, or you can have a trophy system, stuff like that. Stopping power, longer magazines, extra stuff like that that can really not change the time of the battle, but can impact the play somewhat. So you go into the custom loadouts here. We got all the different loadouts that you can make. Um, and each of the weapons have only five um, slots. You got five slots there. So you go into the gunsmith. We see our perk, we see our lethals, we see our tacticals. We got our sidearms, we got our primaries. So going into the weapons, customization. We got muzzles, we got lasers, got optics, we got stocks, we got rear grips, magazines, underbarrels, barrels, and perks, which they show later on. So I'm gonna let it play. I'm just gonna go. Um, so each of the attachments each have a positive and a negative depending on what they are. You see the barrels here, they got positive and bullet velocity, damage range, etc. Then we got underbarrels here that increase the recoil and or decrease the recoil and stuff like that. So you have better handling. So obviously the stocks, quicker aiming speed, be able to strafe quicker and stuff like that. Optics obviously increase the range that you can hit your targets at and the accuracy. Um, obviously, each of these have a positive and negative, and the weight of your gun impacts how quick you can move. Um, how quick you can ADS and stuff like that. Obviously, you got the underbarrel that you can have, which obviously doesn't have a negative because the bonus is obviously an explosive underbarrel. Um, so yeah, so we got a load of different weapons here. I'm not gonna go into them, but yeah, I might do a breakdown of all the weapons we saw so far later on. So then they go into, they just have a look at the sidearms. So I'm gonna let it play. But yeah, so you get five attachments, and if you want to swap an attachment out, then you obviously have to swap out, you know, that attachment for another one. So if you want bigger mag size, you ain't got extended mag, but you got a scope, you might want to change the scope out or something like that, depending on what you want to do. So then we go through perks here. Um, we had sleight of hand, we got FMJ, we got you get XP from kills, um, fast melees, you got burst fire, be able to hold your breath. So these are the perks, and you have all your even the perks take up a slot. So you gotta balance up the pros and the cons of each of your attachments. And why would you want this perk from that perk, and which one's better for what engagements? Um, so yeah, that's all. That's weapon customization. Then we get lethals and tacticals. We got the Santex, the Frag, the Molotov, the Claymore, Throwing Knife, C4, Thermite, and Proximity Mines. The new one here is the Thermite, I believe, which obviously is, an incendiary grenade, basically. So that's all lethals. Then we got tacticals. We had tacticals right after, which obviously see the stun grenade. Then we got the smoke. We got the stun. we got the decoy grenade, and then we got the snapshot here, which is this is like a quick picture. Takes a picture of the room, and it just gives you a quick insight into the room of how many people are in the room or etc. So it's pretty good for, getting a heads up if you're, doing a, you're doing a not a domination, but you're doing a defend the flag or something that you got to do to breach. So we got a heartbeat sensor, we got gas grenades, and we got decoy grenade. I'm not sure, they didn't show what the decoy grenade does, but yeah, it'd be cool to see. So that's all the grenades we see so far in this build. This is probably the build you're gonna get. So we're going to perks. So we got double time, triple the duration of super sprint, and fully refresh super sprint on kills. I don't know what that means, but I think they said they have unlimited sprint speed or unlimited sprint. I guess well, maybe it's not unlimited, because if they triples the duration of your super sprint, does that mean you tie out after a while? You slow down, where this one just increases the sprint speed or sprint duration of till you slow down. Who knows? Then we got EOD. Take reduced damage from non-kill streaks, explosives, fire, and hack enemy claymores and proximity mines in C4. That could be pretty good for the modes when you're defending an objective and you're like, oh, there's a claymore there or there's a mine there, and you could hack it, and possibly you could hack it and change it over to your side. That could be cool, and that could be a really switch on the play there, especially if you're doing objective type modes. You got to defend the building or defend the objective or plant the bomb, stuff like that. We got scavenger obviously coming back, resupply ammo from dead players, standard. So yeah, and then we have tracker here. Enemies leave behind trails and death markers. Each increases the crouch and movement speed by 30%. So if you're crouching and you're following a player, yeah, you'll be moving a lot quicker. Then we got tune up. Increases the charge rate of field upgrades by 50%. As I said earlier, field upgrades is the one where you can have a recon drone, or you can have a trophy system, and you can also get stopping power for your magazine, stuff like that. I know they didn't really go into depth into what some of these field upgrades are, but they said the more you level up, the more you unlock more field upgrades, and then yeah, so we'll have to see in a bit, and we will see. So they're going to the perk 2 here. We got Ghost, undetected by UAVs, radar drones, heat sensors, and high alert. I guess high alert is when you're getting multiple kills. Who knows? And then hide the death markers of your enemies you kill, which is pretty nice, especially the ones where the tracker shows the death markers. So hardline obviously kill streaks cost 1 less. We got kill train here. Kill streaks earned in your current life earn kill credits for other kill streaks. Kill streaks earned in your current life earn kill credit for other kill streaks. So I guess you earn a kill streak, and then you get a kill with it. The credits goes to the next kill streak, right? That's what I'm getting from that. Then we got overkill there, as we see, carry 2 priming weapons instead of just the primary and a sidearm. And then you got restock, recharge equipment over 30 seconds. So, that's pretty good if you're, defend the objective. You got restock on there, and you can restock it and, put claymores down and that sort of stuff. But who knows, it might just be able to just restock, your ammo. It might just restock your ammo. Or it might just restock your flashbangs, not your explosives. But we'll have to see, and I presume that time will probably get increased to 60 seconds, if not, because 30 seconds is maybe pretty quick for restocking your explosive flashbangs or whatever. But who knows? Who knows? We shall see. So then we go into perk 3 here. So then we got Cool Blooded, which is the first one to show undetected by AI targeting system, thermal optics, and immune to snapshot grenades. So each of the perks and grenades have their own counter. You got Battle Hardened, reduces strength of enemy flash, stun, and EMP effects. We got Amped, faster weapon swap and rocket launcher reload speed. We got High Alert, your vision pulses when enemies outside of your view see. And I think there was a counter for this with one of the perks. One of the other perks, I think it was in the perk Ghost, or not perk Ghost, I think it was in the perk 2 section where they had the counter for that. So we got Shrapnel, respawn with an extra piece of lethal equipment. Explosive damage delays enemies' health regen, which could be pretty cool if you got a flashbang, or not flashbang, but you got a grenade and you didn't kill the enemy. The enemy's health regen is not gonna start. So if they got stem, they probably can override that. But yeah, we got Spotter. See enemy equipment, field upgrades, kill streaks through the walls. Mark them by your team by looking at them while aiming down sights. So that's all the perks. That's all the perks we've seen. Now let's go into kill streak. So the kill streak. So I think the one, which I'm not even sure what the first one is on the left, but I presume the one before the UAV here is like a recon drone. Then we got the care package. We got cluster strike. Then we got the cruise missile there, and then they scored over. We got the juggernaut. And they were saying that when you call the juggernaut and you actually hear metal music, I think it was, or rock music, one of the two, that play in your ears. So if you got headphones on, you can hear it. So yeah. So they're bringing the juggernaut back, and we ain't got that melee juggernaut. Thank God. Who needs a melee juggernaut? So they had the gunship. They got the support helo there. I think I don't know I think that was a carpet bomb next to the juggernaut. We got the white phosphorus there. Which we got the chopper gunner, which is also 10 kills. We got the see airdrop. Which is obviously a tank. And one person mans the gun, and then one person mans the main vehicle itself. So I guess you could steal it if it wasn't you. It's a capturing. So I mean, I presume someone could steal it. But yeah. So that's all the kill streaks. That was all what they showed. I know they said if you're on a smaller map and you have the tank, there was the smaller tank called the wheelie. So yeah. So that was all what they showed. That's all what they showed in terms of Corridor class and all them features. So if you enjoyed this video, you found this informative, and yada yada yada, smash that like button, and yeah, subscribe. Stay tuned here because I'll be doing another video talk about maps, modes, Yeah, and all the guns that we've seen so far in the trailer, all guns we saw in this preview right here. I'll see y'all in the next one. It's Grown Man's Gaming. I'm out. Peace.